You know what really warms my heart? Seeing creators like Jschlatt with the weekly slap comeback. Now, before the whole old school Call of Duty made a comeback with the revival of all the new commentators and everything, Jschlatt with the weekly slap was still making Call of Duty commentaries, trying to keep that trend alive. And there were still a lot of viewers, and there still is a lot of diehard fans watching them, and I can understand why. It's really nice to see older creators kind of make a comeback, man, because it kind of brings back more of that old school YouTube vibes. And it's kind of cool seeing some people try to combine modern YouTube topics with the old school Call of Duty gameplay, and I find that shit absolutely dope as well. Now, I did not watch as many other creators like him as much as others, like Xjaws, Whiteboy 7th Street, Minilad, even the old school gamers, Woody's gamer tag and everything, man. Because I remember when they all did the commentaries for the gameplay. And what's kind of funny is even PewDiePie did some Call of Duty commentaries back in the day as well. And a lot of people do forget about him too when it comes to the old school Call of Duty scene. It's kind of refreshing to see other games like that make a comeback, especially how Minecraft has stayed around forever. Even though I was not the biggest Minecraft guy in general, because I'm not a big fan of the building block survival type games for some reason. Open world survival games like that, for some reason, just does not appeal to me that much, unless it's like Dying Light or Dying Light 2, maybe. But I did enjoy seeing these channels make a comeback, and even this Minecraft channel that I noticed that also was talking about life was also making a comeback as well. Also, do you guys remember the YouTube channel Swifter Says, where the guy would have people on Call of Duty kind of get together, and the guy would say Swifter Says, and basically it was their version of saying Simon Says, but with like Call of Duty, and they basically had to recopy him as soon as they said Swifter Says, but if he didn't say Swifter Says, he'd fail and get shot and killed. Like, I don't know, it's a very small niche of the Call of Duty commentators back in the day, but I don't know if you guys do remember him, but if you did, let me know in the comments. I also do wonder if, like, Jschlatt in the Weekly Slap is very aware of the old school Call of Duty community that's also making a comeback as well. That's kind of based around his inspiration a little bit from Wylearn and everybody else. I kind of want to see him kind of collab with someone in the future, because that'd be kind of cool, man, to try to acknowledge that, hey, we're kind of around and everything, because it is really cool seeing an OG style Call of Duty commentator try to collab with the newer generation, and that'd be kind of dope. And I also would love to see all older Call of Duty YouTubers be back, because I do know that Whiteboy 7th Street is still making Call of Duty videos, and I do love him for that, because even though his channel's like dead, he is not dead, but not like completely dead compared to his numbers, that he still was true to himself, and he's still living the best life, and he still loves the old school Call of Duties and everything. It's kind of sick seeing for someone like him go on the same niche and topic for so long as well, because I feel like stuff like that without selling out and everything on YouTube is just very rare. Now, occasionally Minnesota Burns will post videos and everything, but I do remember he was one of the very few early OG YouTubers in terms of like the Call of Duty scene that was into some controversy, because back in the day he got exposed for bullying some kid really terribly, right? And he wasn't trolling or joking as much. And I remember he sold his channel for a while to like this weird community-based channel, and then when he came back to kind of take back his channel, it really did kill a lot of the momentum he had off for some reason. Now, I'm not sure why anyone would take their channel, and sell it for momentum base and everything, but or purposes, but it's just kind of strange how the direction he did, and then came back with like his regular content. But nowadays, man, trolling on consoles is super dead, and I do feel like he should just come back as a commentator and just kind of evolve into something more for his channel if he wants to still be a YouTuber. And seeing someone like Woody's gamertag still make videos is pretty cool and everything, but obviously he has moved on from the Call of Duty scene and everything. But it'd be kind of cool if he did make another Call of Duty type video just to kind of acknowledge the new community, or just do something for the OG fans every once in a while, man. Because there's a lot of creators nowadays that will not appeal to the older audience once they kind of hurt some type of niche. And I get it, man. We all have to evolve on the platform somehow, which is fair. I can understand that. That's why I have multiple channels. But it's kind of crazy to see a lot of these channels go completely different from what they started within their roots. But I do know it's not always a bad thing. It just really depends on what they have evolved into, what they become, if that makes sense. As long as they're not selling out, I think it's okay for the most part. Anyways, everybody, what are your guys' thoughts about the whole Call of Duty community potentially making a comeback, or at least the older ones. Do you guys miss some of the older Call of Duty communities, or if you grew up remembering some memories with them and everything? Feel free to let me know. And also, if I forgot some Call of Duty commentators or any type of gaming commentators that did Call of Duty back in the day, feel free to let me know too, because there's some other ones that weren't like Call of Duty commentary channels, but they were more of like custom zombie ones, like You Always Win and everything. So if you guys have any more like stories or any commentators that I did miss out or you want to talk about in the comments, I'll feel free. Anyways, everybody, I'll see y'all later, and you all take care.